Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the TrapNerd Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Duke Clark. To my left are my guys, Harry Reynolds, Joe, the new Lazy Lampoon.
Yes,
Sass.
sir. Oh, shit.
Whoa, whoa. We are in a new studio today, Emerge Studios. Thank you, Maranto. Finally got some video going.
Appreciate you.
But, yeah, we're going to hop right into it. We're going to start out. Bills game. Smoked them.
Nice.
Smoked them.
Smack day shit.
We beat them 21 points, and we didn't, the score didn't even reflect how bad we beat them.
Yo, I'll tell you one thing, though. When we had 3 turnovers at halftime and the score was only 10-10, I just was like, this is over.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
We're not going to have 3 turnovers in the second half. They didn't score on any of the turnovers. I think they got a field goal off of all 3 of those turnovers. There was, are you guys worried about the Rams? Do you think they're going to be bad? Because their offensive line looked atrocious.
I refuse.
I gotta see how they look versus Atlanta.
Yeah.
That'll tell it. If they struggle with Atlanta, then...
But the thing is they play the Bills and then they play Atlanta, so neither of those games are really, indicative of
Atlanta
who
didn't
they
look
are.
horrible, though. They played pretty well.
They did.
They choked at the end like always, but...
That division always plays itself really well, though. Even the worst team will beat the best team in the NFC South. That's just how it always has been.
I feel like all division games be like that. It's weird.
And plus, the Saints destroyed them in the second half. And in the first half, it's Jameis Winston's coming off injury. Michael Thomas coming off injury. Jarvis Landry's new. They got a rookie. They got a new offensive line. It kind of makes sense why they sucked in the first half now looking back. I think if they play Week 8, it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah.
I just think, Jameis was so good in the second half, and the Falcons looked awful. Did nothing on offense.
I don't know, though.
But let's stay with the Bills, though.
I'll tell you one thing, though, because, what if Ramsey's just, not it no more?
No,
it's tough to say going up against Diggs and Davis and Josh Allen. I wouldn't really worry about that.
I don't think so
either. I think he's still great. I just don't think he is what everyone thinks he's on the level of Revis back when he was in his prime and stuff like that. Ramsey's gotten burnt more than those dudes ever did in their prime.
He's getting older too. He's not the same player he was in Jacksonville.
That's true too.
Yeah, that's true.
You see, he recanted his statements. He was like, "Yeah, that dude's him."
Yeah,
that's that dude now.
Josh Allen, I love about Josh Allen. Dude's a straight up dog. Ramsey talked shit about him as a rookie. Even in year 2, Josh Allen went crazy against him, and now he's just destroying him.
He
was feeding. He was targeting him. He's going out of his way to target the best cornerback in the league. Best cornerback in the league in quotation marks. Just killing him. So we beat them. We sacked them 7 times.
No blitzing.
Not a single blitz in the entire game.
That shit felt
15
good.
QB hits. 3 interceptions. Without Tre'Davious White.
Yeah, I was just going to say
That's
that.
the scariest part, I think, of watching that game was that Tre'Davious White wasn't even playing.
Christian Benford was out there playing good. I mean, Cooper
Kupp in the second half, too. That was lit.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp is Cooper Kupp. It doesn't matter. He's going to eat. That's it. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, Benford was doing good on him, but, I feel like holding Kupp to 130 yards is a win at this point.
He wasn't getting any big plays. There was a lot of screens and plays like that.
And
Stafford kind of looked bad, too, though. He overthrew him on a couple. The one interception in the fourth. I feel like Kupp was open for 20 yards.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say is that if he would have caught some of those passes, he would have really, burnt our shit. But
maybe the Bills are that good, though, and that's why the Rams look that bad.
Well, Stafford was under pressure almost every drop back.
Yeah.
Yeah, which kind of segues me into, is Allen Robinson going to suck all year, or is it just because we were killing their offensive line?
I think that's why, because you guys didn't even let any plays develop, so it was check down to Henderson, check down to Higbee, check down to Kupp. That's not Robinson's style.
Or whatever his name is. Yeah.
Robinson's not going to be the check down guy, so.
He's going to be downfield somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, so hopefully
I'm not too worried about Robinson. I'm more worried about Akers if we're going to be worried about a Ram.
But
he just wasn't on the field.
But they said.
I just said that before, a long time ago. I just want the world to know that.
No, but they said that they punished him.
Yeah, but dude,
they said don't worry, he got punished.
Yeah, he got punished, and they just let themselves lose. McVay thought he was their best running back.
He's a capable back. I mean,
the thing is he's so Darrell Henderson is a number 1, on a lot of teams. So with how good he's playing, why wouldn't he at least have 50% of the snaps for the rest of the year? Yeah, why would they? I get Akers isn't just gonna have 3 snaps the rest of the year. I understand that. But people were thinking Akers might have 80, Henderson might have 20. And then the training camp came out, and they were like, okay, maybe it'll be 70-30. after that game, I just don't see how it's not a 50-50 split at best for Akers. Because Henderson did great. He was the only player that did good other than Kupp.
He had some nice runs.
Yeah.
Akers, when he got the ball, the first guy to contact him, he brought him down.
He went 3 for 0.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well,
Duke couldn't even give me a .3. My bad.
Yeah, they also like the first quarter. Henderson kind of sucked too. The defensive line was just handling their offensive line, so we'll see how it is in Atlanta. But
Henderson got his points from like checkdowns. I feel like
he had a couple big runs too. Like he had that one jet sweep where like I think he got like 20 yards.
He ran Micah Hyde right over too.
Yeah. I just like Henderson. I don't know. I don't know why like you would rush back Akers, who just hasn't been good in the playoffs and then sucked just like Thursday. I don't know. But I'm also saying this because I have Henderson in like 3 leagues and I want him to be a starting running back. Yeah,
I think he's definitely. I think the starter moving forward, and Akers gonna have to work his way into some type of role.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at this point.
Yeah, I think Akers has just a high enough ceiling where it will probably be by like week 3 or 4. It'll probably be 50-50, but. For people who drafted Cam Akers in the 3rd and 4th round, he's never gonna. I don't think unless Henderson gets hurt, I don't think he hits that ADP.
No, I don't think he has.
I'm pretty
chance
sad
to
about it. I took him in Dobbins. I couldn't start either. All right.
I think Dobbins will be really good.
No, I know, but I'm saying this week sucked for me.
Yeah,
because I drafted Akers, Dobbins back to back.
The thing is with Dobbins, I agree. I think Dobbins will be good because they're not rushing him back. Like they're letting Mike Davis and they're winning games with Mike Davis, Kenyon Drake, and they're gonna wait until Dobbins is actually healthy.
Jets? They were like, "Yo, we're gonna crush the Jets. We don't need to rush back."
But their rushing offense looked horrible too. So that to me is like they'll get Dobbins out there soon.
You think
like
so?
Against Miami this week.
Well, he was already healthy though. Like he could have played.
Yeah,
the fact that he didn't
Jets.
play, yeah. But a lot of teams still would have played him. You know what I mean? So
the Bucks would have. They rushed Godwin back.
Yeah, now he's out for a couple weeks.
I'm fucking sick about it.
So yeah, we'll get into. So how'd you said you won 22 out of 30.
22 out of 34, but one of them I'm tanking in, so I'll always have a loss to start. So I'm saying I'm in 33 leagues. The 34th one doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah. So Harry's the psychopath of the group. I went 4 and 5.
I want to get those numbers up, boy.
I
taught you better
will.
than that.
I will. We were saying off air, Kyle Pitts, Allen Robinson. If I got 7 to 10 points out of either one of them could have sucked. I can't have both of them suck. Like that's my top flex and my top tight end spot. I can't have both of them.
I can't believe Pitt sucked with Mariota. And he had good numbers. That's what kind of scares me.
Yeah, that's what really scares me.
I'm not happy to see that.
Yeah, London had like 5 of 75. Pitts had 2. But the thing is, oh my god, dude, 2 catches for 19 yards.
Well, how many targets did he have? Do you know? It couldn't have been many.
It wasn't a lot. He was on the field a lot.
They were winning a lot, so I'm sure they were running the ball.
Cordell Patterson's back.
Atlanta
back in action.
Yeah,
he's back, baby.
I pray that Cordell. I'm sorry.
Oh, you guys thought Algier?
Cordero. I pray that, huh?
You thought Algier? Well, Cordell Patterson's
back,
baby.
You thought Algier.
Yeah, we need more garbage time opportunities from Pitts moving forward too.
Like
if they're just in competitive games, that'll suck for him. I think they'll run a lot of bullshit plays with Mariota and Patterson.
Yeah. No, I think Pitts. The thing is with me is like this year. Like previous years, I was like, I don't want too many shares of anyone because if my one team sucks, they all suck. Mm-hmm. And 2 years ago, that's what happened to me. But I'm like, screw it. I like my guys. If they both do, like if Allen Robinson and Kyle Pitts are both good, I'm gonna have a shot at a championship in 7 leagues. And if they suck, I'm not gonna make the playoffs in 7 leagues. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you'll be all right though.
So I need one of them to do really good. Preferably Pitts.
They play each other this week too. That's funny. You're gonna be watching that game.
40-40, dude. Wait, are they not? What time?
They're 4:05.
Oh, I thought you were like saying like 9
kickoffs too. They need to get rid of those.
Why?
Because the games at 1 don't barely end at 4:25. So now when you have the 1 or the 4:05 kickoffs, you're always gonna miss the first quarter of that game.
Yeah, it's
always.
As hell.
I hate that.
Yeah.
So the Rams will be up like 17-0 by the time we get to see it.
All right, so we're gonna go through our TrapNerd Sports Fantasy League. What'd you say?
What'd you do, Joe?
Nah, fuck that.
Nah, what'd you do?
Nah, this dude. He said, Harry,
how'd you do?
I went 4 and 5. No one cares about your 4 and 5. You fucking losing record. You just skip over me.
I thought you already
garbage.
Went.
You're a garbage friend.
My bad, Joe. Go ahead.
I'm not telling you now.
So Joe went 9 and 6.
Yeah, go for him. You want to talk
I have
about
as many wins as you have leagues.
That's true. That's true. You guys are psychopaths.
When your losses, though, you're tanking, right?
Yeah.
So you're basically 9-5. We each have a loss every week in a league.
People will be like, well, not insult me, but be like, why are you in 9 fantasy football leagues? And I just bring you guys up. It's like my buddy's in 15 and my other guy is in 33.
Well, that's what I do every time. I'll be like, yeah, I'm in 15. He'll be like, wow, but yeah, he's in 30.
So I was listening
me under the bus.
I was listening to the Ringer Fantasy Football Show, and these guys literally only get paid to play fantasy football. And the one guy was picking on the other guy for being in 25 leagues, and Harry's in 8 more than he is. It's like,
it was a good week 1, man. I'm happy about it so far, so we'll see how that goes.
My boy won as many as that dude's in.
yeah, facts. All right, so we're gonna go over the TrapNerd Sports Fantasy League really quickly. We'll just get it out of the way. Tank, shout out Tank Talk, smoked my boots, just absolutely destroyed me. But
he scored highest in the league.
He did score highest in the league, and I had the most points on the bench because I fucking started Allen Robinson instead of Christian Kirk and a bunch of other dudes. But Harry and Joey came through. Put TrapNerd on their back, 2 and 3, highest scoring points.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for that, boys.
Of course, man.
Thanks for dragging me
the
to the finish line. Yeah.
I mean, what else is new?
Wait, and X1 too, I think. I think we're 3 and 1.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure X1 as well.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't listen to previous podcasts, what we did here is we have 12 teams. Matt Johnson and then Tank and also Dylan are in the league. So we split.
Almost beat Matt by 100.
Yeah, it was bad. So we split. we split the divisions into teams. So each division is its own team. Matt has a team. Tank has a team. Us as TrapNerd have a team. We went 3 and 1. I am the only L.
We scored 2, 3, and 4 as well. Second,
really?
Third, and fourth highest.
Yeah. So I'm getting dragged to the finish line. I'm all right with it.
X from the dark web.
I can't find it.
Fourth highest.
Yeah, we were actually all 3 of us actually shit on X's team last week too, or 2 weeks ago.
I just said he had a lot of Packers, so I don't even know how he scored so well with them not doing anything. He must have had Dylan, though, at least.
All right, so I'm just going to run through the week 1 report. Sleeper's mad cool and does this. ESPN doesn't. So Tank was the best team. Beat me 284 to like 207. Sam, who we thought was going to be one of the best teams, had the least amount of points, 167.
Yeah, I play him this week, too.
So Tank beat me. Joe beat Matt. Poop beat Seth, my buddy from Arizona. X beat Carm.
No, I see it's Lee
Dylan won a game, surprisingly, over Sam. And then Harry, you beat Rodney.
Who was the auto draft team?
Seth, who actually, not in this league, in my other league, did pretty well. Oh, no, he did pretty well. He had 250.
He was the auto draft
team? Carm was the full auto draft.
Whoever number 12 was.
Yeah, that was Carmen.
Okay, what'd he do?
Terrible, 180. Lost to X. Yeah, players of the week. Pat Mahomes went crazy. Shout out Dom. Saquon
Barkley.
Saquon went crazy.
We should just take a whole section of time and talk about Saquon.
No, yeah. We were all high on Saquon, and it pisses me off because I only got him in 2 leagues. I thought I wish I would have drafted earlier in every single league because people started jumping on the train later, and all my later drafts I could not get him.
Right.
Because I wasn't going to take him at 6, and then he would be gone. I should have, honestly, looking back at it, but he was going by 14, so I wasn't taking him at 6. I was hoping he'd fall to me, and but whatever. I got him in 2 leagues. Fine with that.
Swift looked good out there too.
Yeah, Swift looked a lot better than I thought. I knew Swift was going to be good, but he looked great.
Barkley and Swift.
We got to see
Jamal
Swift.
Williams stole 2 touchdowns from him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He could have had a huge game.
I think that's going to continue though. They said that Jamal Williams is going to continue playing into the
he plays such a big part.
red zone.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
I understand.
Well, he plays a big part, just as on the team.
Yeah, he's a leader.
Yeah.
They
want to give him. They want to give him the ball, make him happy.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's a good goal line back.
Yeah. So bad fantasy news. Depending on if you have these guys, Elijah Mitchell.
No shares.
Jordan.
Yeah, I have no shares.
I have Jordan Mason everywhere. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have him.
You mean?
I have Jeff Wilson, a handful, and Debo's going to just probably be the running back.
Yeah, he's going to be the running back.
I'm just going to crush now.
Debo was the team leading rusher.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to get Jordan Mason in a few dynasty, though, see if Joe can come through for me on there. I never even heard of the kid. You know who he is?
I have no idea.
He made the team. They cut Trey Sermon, made the team.
He sounds like one of those
was active over TDP.
Backs.
No, he was active over TDP and shit.
Oh, yeah, I know.
The 3rd round? So,
yeah,
I'm trying to get him in a few of these dynasty leagues.
Yeah.
49ers hate their 3rd round picks. They just throw them away.
They just waste them. Let's pick a running back and then not ever play him, and we'll pick this guy up off a practice squad. He'll be our guy.
Yeah,
you know how we really love speed in running backs? Let's draft the slowest running back and then not play him all year.
If Jordan Mason does start for some reason, he'll be the fourth year they had some random guy lead them because Elijah Mitchell was just a random guy.
Stat.
Yeah, probably.
But remember early in fantasy football season,
last year,
me and Harry were trying to tell you Elijah Mitchell, no.
And I don't have him anywhere. I traded him.
Early on.
Before you guys even said that, I traded him
true.
and Mike Williams. I traded him and Mike Williams to Dylan.
Yeah, but you liked Elijah Mitchell. When we did the list,
no,
you had him way higher than both of us.
Maybe.
You did.
Maybe.
And we were trying to say he's not. Well, to be fair, he's hurt. They
were
were giving him the ball.
Yards.
They were giving him the ball.
He was running well.
So we were both kind of right.
Not really, because you had no idea he would have got hurt.
But I think if he was,
I didn't draft him
we
anywhere.
did say he was probably going to get hurt.
We did our rankings, and I put him somewhere that I was never drafting him.
Yeah,
I just knew where he should go.
He was one of those guys where we all had him. Not all of us, but like all of us had certain guys high that we didn't draft anywhere.
Yeah,
McLaurin was one for me.
Oh no, me and Joe were both super low on McLaurin. He got a touchdown though.
I had him higher, but I wouldn't take him. I just knew, like where other people would take him.
Yeah, but continued injuries. Dak Prescott.
Yeah,
they thought he was going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. Now they're saying he might come back before 4 weeks. Like they're not even putting him on IR.
Dak?
I'm not even mad about Dak. I'm mad that I have a good amount of CD Lamb. I don't know.
That's the only player I have that I'm worried about.
Yeah. Who knows how that offense is going to look? I'm sure Dalton Schultz will crush now.
I have him everywhere, yeah.
That's what quarterbacks do. They go to the safe little underneath route, but I'm worried about Lamb.
So Cooper Rush, the last game he started when they beat the Vikings, Lamb had 5 catches for 117 yards. So
what did Schultz have?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Lamb was like his biggest target.
That was what Cooper on the team, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what Cooper have? You should go look at that because CD's the new Cooper there. Like he's the number 1.
Yeah. But the thing is Cooper was more reliant on big plays, like down the field where CD can get in between coverages and stuff. So it'll be a little bit different. But that's the one player I'm worried about. Like we were talking about how I have Allen Robinson, Kyle Pitts. They just shit the bed for me.
I'm
I
way
think
more worried about Lamb.
I think that they will come around. I'm not sure about Lamb, and I have Lamb in a lot of leagues.
McVay did say about Allen Robinson, he was like, we want to incorporate him more into the offense.
Yeah, it was one game. Like Lamb now has Cooper Rush at quarterback.
Right.
So like A-Rob, I'm not worried about. They'll be fine. They're not going to play the Bills every
Yeah.
week. And it was one game they looked rusty or whatever excuse you want to give them.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that between the Buccaneers defense, they were getting no time.
Yeah,
so
Tampa's
there was
got
a lot
really
of
good
dump
defense.
offs.
What's his name? Carlton Davis.
Yeah,
like, he's pretty good. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't worried at all about Dallas. Zeke even looked really good for the few. I think he had like 12 for 50 or something.
Yeah. Well, they just stopped giving him the ball, but
he looked way better than he did last year, I thought.
Yeah, same. I think Zeke will be good. He didn't have, like, fantasy numbers wise. He didn't do good because they were down early.
And then Pollard comes in and is the receiving back. That kind of sucks, but.
Noah Brown.
Did anyone else get hurt?
Keenan Allen will probably miss this week. I have a couple shares of him or Mike Williams. We need Mike Williams to step up for us.
I don't have him
I do in our league, but I don't have him anywhere else. So
that's the only one.
Yeah.
He's about to go off this week versus the Chiefs, though.
That's
probably
Thursday night.
Probably.
I put Everett in every one of my lineups this week.
I got Josh Palmer as my, I think, like the guy that I think is a. If you need a flex, in a deeper league, I like Josh Palmer this week.
Yeah, I did get Josh Palmer in a lot of leagues to like hedge on one of those guys getting hurt, or them just doing a lot of 3 outs. So,
Godwin was another injury. I have only one share of Godwin.
T. Higgins.
So. Yeah, Higgins.
What'd they say about Higgins?
Sucks. I have him.
He's in concussion protocol, so I would assume
he won't play this week. Yeah.
We have some.
They said he might be back though.
Yeah, we have some Tyler Boyd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I like that. In the league we have Burrow too.
Yeah.
Little connection.
Little necky neck.
I like that. I'm trying to think who else got hurt. That might be it.
Nah.
I mean, there was more injuries, but as far as fantasy and
Najee Harris.
Oh,
no, he's playing.
They said he's playing, but we'll see how he is.
I'm sick. I activated Jalen Warren off the taxi squad already because I was like, I got this.
Well, you can put him back, I think.
I can't put him back.
Once
can't put him back. All right.
Yeah, it's fucking
TJ Watt, though, if we're talking.
Oh, that's a fact.
That's the biggest injury of them all.
Yeah, if we're talking all together, but not fantasy, except for
we're
our
in
league.
IDP, so.
Yeah. I think that's it for fantasy. Anything else crazy happen? Oh, 0 RB, which all of us were in and told everyone to do. The only league I didn't do 0 RB in was my 16-man league, and I still stand.
Right?
I still stand by that.
Yeah.
Because 16-man leagues, you do 0 RB and you really
end
up with no one. So 0 RB strategies. If you're not doing it yet, still don't do it, especially if you're in our leagues, because it works out. 5 of the 6 It was a weird ass number. It was like 5 of the top 6 wide receivers were the top 5 receivers drafted.
Cup, Chase, Jefferson, Diggs, Adams.
And then there was
the only one that wasn't was Lamb.
I remember someone said something to me.
Underperformed.
Yeah, but he wasn't top 5, was he? There was something that went above Lamb, wasn't there?
It was Cup, Jefferson, Chase, Diggs, Adams, and then Lamb.
Oh, Lamb was 6. Yeah. So Lamb was the only one out of those 6 that wasn't like in the top.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Barkley?
Well, he's a running back.
No, we're just talking about wide receivers. So if you drafted a running back in the first round, unless like JC. Taylor went crazy, but McCaffrey was
Mixon did all right, but he needed a shit ton of catches.
But he was a second round ADP in a lot of drafts.
True.
So if you drafted any of the wide receivers, you went crazy. Najee got hurt.
Well, he got hurt at like 20 seconds left in the fourth, though. He
was it that late?
Game.
Yeah. Okay. Eckler get.
Eckler would suck.
Under 10 or maybe
Christian
10.
McCaffrey wasn't very good.
The guys we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're second-round guys, but
even
we're just going off the first round.
I took Swift in the
first
round.
Javonte did well for a second-rounder. But if you did the 0 running back and you took A.J. Dillon,
you're talking about first
Patterson.
You ate.
Those are the guys that you
Michael Carter.
You could have had Cooper Kupp and all these receivers plus got.
Yeah.
You know, the leagues I took Aaron Jones, I'm sick. It's like, man, I could have waited 4 rounds and took Dillon. It's only one game though, but
no, I think we're still right about Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
I think
pass enough. That's all it was.
And really. they gotta figure it out. They always suck in week 1. They gotta figure it out.
Yeah,
they're gonna roll next week.
Yeah,
the Bears, like Aaron Jones might have 30 points.
But still, think instead of taking Aaron Jones, you could have taken Michael Pittman or A.J. Brown.
Yeah, Michael Pittman went crazy.
Got A.J. Dillon.
A.J. Brown went
a few
crazy.
rounds later and been just as happy.
All right, so before we get off fantasy, I just have to.
I want to talk about our 2 FFPC leagues as well.
Oh, okay. All right, well, you guys.
We won both of them though.
Yeah, both 2-0 for the TrapNerd FFPC leagues
that we drafted live for you guys.
Quest for 500,000.
So the one team that we did win still didn't look the greatest.
No, we don't really love that team, but we're 1-0. We're just gonna do what we can.
Our receivers are bad.
They're horrible.
But luckily, James Robinson came through and killed. Or we didn't even play him this week.
Start James Robinson.
Yeah. He'll be started this week though. So Harry already did it.
I put James Robinson in for us, and then I don't know. Our other flex spot is Lockett, Jamal Williams, Galladay, Christian Watson.
It's looking rough.
I don't know what you guys want to do.
I kind of want to try Watson again. I don't know if you guys would be down. I know he didn't do much, but seeing him get that pass on a long ball, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he beat Lockett or got close to beating Lockett with how bad Green Bay's offense was, so I'm not against that.
I think we should put him in. What do you guys think?
I'm down with it. It's up to Duke.
Where, Watson over Lockett? Yeah.
No, Robinson will keep
I'm down. But
the just big upside on it.
This league is looking crazy nice, though. Other than DJ Moore, all of these – oh, no, Mike Williams didn't really do good last week.
We still scored the second highest with those 2 big names, so think about that.
Jalen Hurts killed. Nyheim Hines, to your guys' credit – what did he get, like 4 or 5 catches?
Yep.
DJ Moore, he got 8 points. Wasn't god-awful, but Baker looks like he's going to drag us down.
But he probably had Denzel Ward on him, too. I didn't watch it, so I can't be sure.
Yeah, but the thing was, it wasn't because he wasn't getting open. It was because Baker sucks so bad. That's what I'm worried about.
We have 3rd highest points. Sorry, we're 5
He looked
points
good in the second half, though.
Yeah.
You have to give him that. He did look good in the second half.
Then Diggs went crazy. Goddard went all right. How did Hollywood do?
He had a touchdown. He had like 14.
Albert O looked good.
He wasn't playing at first. It was weird.
Yeah.
They had like 3 different tight ends in there. It was pissing me off, but he ended up doing all right.
So you guys don't want to play Deontay versus the Patriots?
I wouldn't. No, that game's going to suck. 13-7.
Okay.
The Patriots are favored somehow, first of all. I'm sorry, Damon and Aaron. I think the Steelers should win, but if Vegas having them as a road favorite is insane to me. So you guys might get fucked.
Yeah, they
a lot of flags.
Hines matched
Henderson?
Yeah, basically. Right. He had 11.4. What did Henderson have? 12.6 or some shit?
You guys think we should start Burkhead over Hines this week?
He did get 12.
If they're playing Denver, if they're trailing, he might get a lot of catches.
Wait,
he was second on the team in targets. Indy plays at Jacksonville. I kind of think it might just be
Jonathan Taylor.
Mm-hmm. But I'm cool with Ryan Hines with you guys.
Hang on.
No, I kind of like Hines against.
Hines in?
Yeah, they're going to be passing a lot.
Yeah, Burkhead though had more carries than Pierce and was second on the team in targets.
Yeah, they just didn't want to give Pierce the ball.
We'll sleep on Burkhead's up. We'll keep Hines in though. We scored 3rd high. Let's run it out.
No, let's put him in.
No. I like how our lineup's set up right now.
Yeah, we'll keep it in there. Mike Williams is going off this week.
He has to.
60.
There's Thursday night football.
He has to.
In Mark's garage on the projector.
Yeah, I gotta work.
Yeah, you suck, dude.
That's all you ever do, man.
All right, but before we get off fantasy,
well, we have to do our other team still.
What other team? Yeah,
we're on it now.
What about the first one?
The first one was we just switched our lineup and we mentioned how we won, but scored very low.
We didn't even talk about our lineup.
Yeah, what was our? How did we score? Like what?
We had Josh Allen and Travis Kelce.
Yeah, that's it. We have Travis Kelce, Josh Allen, and like one other player.
You guys
want to
drag us?
That's
the one we said Watson.
Juju wasn't bad. Connor was solid.
Connors will be solid for us the whole year.
Jones only had 10. But
it's our wide receivers that stink. Because I think Jones and Connor will be good.
Did you put Watson in?
And we got to get Mechie off the team as well. I tried to get Mechie and
What?
I tried to get Mechie off our team and we got outbid. So we got to figure that out too. We can get like Duvernay or.
I like Duvernay.
Okay, well we'll figure that out.
Let's get Nova Brown.
He's out there. Dortch is out there from Arizona.
Or what about that other dude, Betch? Or what was his name?
He's a tight end.
Oh, so what?
And we can get him, but I'm trying to get a receiver for Mechie.
Yeah.
Our receivers suck.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, our receivers are bad. Like we need to like go for Duvernay and hope he's the number one over there.
Yeah, some dude on here. I'm not gonna point. You know what I mean? But like some dude was like, "Let's take Cooper over Jerry Jeudy. That'll be good."
Oh my god,
goofball, man!
I thought Deshaun Watson was only gonna miss 6 games. All right.
Still though, don't we have Hopkins already missing 6 games on that
team?
team?
No, Hopkins though. We should.
Yeah,
we didn't talk about that. That'll help us out a lot.
While we're on the topic of Jeudy and Gabe Davis, someone
Thomas
scored more points than both of them.
Good luck getting 2 touchdowns every week.
How many catches he have?
57 yards in the second half. That's what I care about.
5
for 57 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's all I care about.
All 3 of our
in the
guys
second
did well.
half. The second half. That's all I care about.
Shit, I wish we had Michael Thomas. Cooper fucking sucks.
All right, so Jeudy looked good. The one catch though, I think that was just all that touchdown.
You thought
catch.
Denver was gonna win?
Yeah, Russell Wilson sucks. I don't care about his stat line. 360 yards. He looked like his stat line looks great. 360 yards.
He wanted Seattle to win.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
He
wanted
just
to give him one more gift.
He's got Courtland Sutton.
Houston this week.
They better. They got
Butcher.
Bad.
It's gonna be a genocide.
It's gonna be horrible.
The whole team's gonna die.
Actually, someone said that last night at poker. He said Davis Mills is getting carried out on a stretcher. Jeremy.
But what? Like I just don't get what happened. Like even that catch, even the best play of the game for Russell Wilson was not a good throw.
No, Jeudy did everything. Shit, Michael Thomas could not do.
No, one absolutely could.
He
2
would never have scored though.
No,
He
he's
would
not
have
that
got taken
fast.
down.
He's not that
where
fast.
Jeudy was like, "Get off me."
But
He would've went
Jeudy.
down.
No, I think he could have thrown the first guy, but the other guy
Kobe
would have
Bryant,
caught.
too, you see
The other
that?
guy would have caught. Yeah, Kobe Bryant weighs like 107 pounds. The other guy would have caught Michael Thomas for sure. But Jeudy, like that dude, didn't even turn his head. Like it was a bad throw. Should have been picked off. The cornerback didn't even know what was coming, and Jeudy just like, all right, that's mine.
I was going nuts when Jeudy scored.
I know you were.
I was so happy I actually grabbed Dom and hugged him.
I had to text you first.
Yo, he
before
like
you could
jumped
text
up, sprinted to the back, came back, did a backflip. It was crazy.
I stubbed my toe. That's a true story.
I still think Sutton is better though.
Sutton looked good.
Sutton, they both look good. They both look good.
I just
He
think
looked
Sutton's
for
going to get
Sutton.
more of the number 1 corners on him. That was my point all year. I love Sutton. I just think Judy's going to
Judy's the new Lockett.
coverage.
Jeudy does look like the new Lockett, and Sutton looks like the Metcalf.
I thought KG Hamler was gonna be the new Lockett.
KG Hamler wouldn't even be on the
like
field
deep-
if Tim Patrick was healthy.
No, I meant like deep, like because he's fast though. So I thought he would.
Yeah, but
Wilson
Jeudy
just needs to throw to the receivers more. He didn't target a receiver in the whole first quarter. That's just stupid.
Yeah, he just throws.
Doesn't make sense.
Javonte Williams got 11 catches.
That's
you had to be
great.
sick to lose like that.
That's Javonte Williams had 20 more yards. This is the only I used to hate PPR, but this is rare. This doesn't happen often. Javonte Williams had 20 more yards than Derrick Henry and had 12 more fantasy points.
That is annoying.
That's ridiculous. Half-point PPR is the way to go. I don't care.
That's how my league is.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb. He got 11 catches. He only got 60 yards. He was getting like 5 yards a catch, just over 5 yards a catch, and they're just like, here's 20 fantasy points.
Dude, he had 32 rush yards in the first quarter. I needed a 45 from him and didn't get it.
He didn't get the rushing one?
No.
Yeah,
but
he had
Denver
like
lost
60.
anyway, so I would have lost. But if that was what cost me, I would have been pissed. How do you have 30? He had like 3 for 32 and you finished the rest of the game with 9 yards? Doesn't make sense. Then
Nathaniel
they both fumbled
Hackett-
inside the 5.
Me and Joe are going to win that bet because Nathaniel Hackett fucking sucks,
Green Bay got rid of him.
and so does Russell Wilson.
Wait, what bet?
The bet about the Raiders,
Oh,
was
the
the bet?
Raiders.
that the Raiders win 9. But like
We
you
only
just,
get to play Denver twice.
yeah, but you were saying that was 2 losses.
It is.
It's not.
Nah,
It's
not
not,
anymore, boy.
Bro,
Russell
wait-
Wilson gave out a gift.
All right, so with the Raiders, they threw 3 interceptions. Carr looked like shit, and they only lost by 5 points on the road.
Carr got 20
to
fantasy points,
like
too,
a
if you guys
Super
were
Bowl
wondering.
contender in the Chargers.
Yeah, with Keenan Allen out in the first quarter.
Okay, I don't know. I don't.
Don't let them lose to Arizona this week in Vegas.
There's no way.
All right.
Arizona sucks.
You would hate to see it.
Arizona's
What do you
might
think
wait.
the spread should be? What do you think the spread should be in that game?
at least 4, but I know it's not. What was
It's
it,
like
3.5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit should be 7. If Denver was at home versus Arizona, -7.
No, it wouldn't. They just lost to Seattle.
Yeah, because Wilson.
They lost to Seattle by almost as much as the Raiders lost to the Chargers.
They lost by a point, right?
Oh, yeah, they kicked that field goal. I forgot,
true.
yeah.
Why did they kick that field goal, though?
Which one?
Because they're so dumb.
Not the long one. The one that put them down one still.
Oh, because there was plenty of time.
I guess.
No.
But then you force a 64-yard.
Well, yeah.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen
I
in
saw
my
a stat
life.
today. I think kickers are 2 for 142
From
in
that
NFL
distance?
history. Yeah, that was a good decision by him.
Yeah, Nathaniel Hackett's an idiot.
We got rid of him.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
You see the improvement already. We scored 3 points with Hackett last year, week 1. We scored 7 this week with a drop touchdown.
Who scored for you guys? I forgot. Oh yeah, Dylan.
Dylan got 20 points. He's the only guy in the entire team to have a good fantasy
He
day.
got a lot of. I feel like he got a lot of garbage time at the end though too.
Well, the fact that he's catching the ball now is real worrisome for Aaron Jones.
They both were out there a lot of 2-back sets though too. That's good.
Yeah, but you would just want Aaron Jones to get like 90% of the targets.
Well, you know what
in
I
the
think it's
passing
going to
game,
be is teams expect that,
and then they
so
go to Dylan.
now when they start realizing Dylan's going to catch the ball, then they'll switch back to Jones. I would assume.
Well, they did this shit with Jamal Williams 2 years ago. What was it? 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago.
They ran Jamal Williams down for like the first 8 games of the season, and then just Jones was it. So I don't know.
Anything else from week one?
One more thing for fantasy. Shout out to Aaron Magliazzo. He followed one of our podcasts when we drafted our team, and he scored second high in his league this week.
Smart man.
Jerry Jeudy.
Smart man.
Fuck you,
You know,
Smart man.
he don't have Michael Thomas
because he would have scored second highest if he had Michael Thomas.
But no, that's about it.
Oh yeah,
did
no, I have
score
one more thing
second
with fantasy
highest.
too because Dylan was talking mad shit. Dylan is also part of this studio. I scraped him so bad. I didn't even beat him that bad. He sold every good player he has on his team and is tanking now after talking mad shit, saying he was going to get a playoff spot.
You just beat him and he just sold his team?
Sold it.
Oh,
Well, he didn't even score 100 points.
Oh, he had enough.
Yeah, he's done. He's done.
Dom scored high points in your guys' league.
Yeah, I know.
How you guys feel?
I don't
He
care.
had a 0
It's
too.
week-
I heard about.
It's week 1. Everyone had a 0. Joe had a 0. My dad had a 0. I had a 1.8.
My quarterback got 9.
Hey man, Dom had
My
0,
quarterback
scored high
got-
points.
yeah.
Shout out Dom, man.
Nah,
That's a fact.
Dom seems nice. Dom seems nice. His receivers
You guys
kind
are
of blow
done.
though. Like his
Done.
receivers are very touchdown dependent.
Don't he have Judy?
Bum.
Who else does he have?
Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, I hate that. Like I told Dom because he was talking about how McLaurin beat DK. He had 2 catches, 58 yards, and a touchdown, which is fine. But Wentz threw for 300-something yards.
Wentz was the
4
third best
touchdowns,
quarterback.
and he wasn't throwing to McLaurin. He was throwing to Dotson, Samuel. We'll have to see. I'm not a fan of McLaurin this year.
No,
even
I hate-
after week 1,
I hate
I'm really
McLaurin
not a
this year.
fan of him.
The thing is with Dom's team is even though it's top heavy, if Swift and Javonte continue to look how they did,
Oh, his running backs are
hit-
gross.
this is something I was wrong. I knew Swift was going to be good, but I thought he might have a bit of regression just because there's more weapons over there, and he still might. We'll see. But Philly's defense is either terrible or Swift is just like the second best running back.
You got to
in
think
the league.
Detroit improved they have one of the best O-lines now. People don't realize that.
Detroit's
Yeah.
nice. I
And
watched
because
Hard
of their
Knocks, man.
weapons, you can't just stack the
Eminem
box.
went there and told them about Mom's spaghetti, and now they're about to just win the
Oh,
division.
listen,
They're
though.
doing that shit for 8 miles.
Think about what was the score of that game? Did you guys see the score of that game?
It's 38-35 or something.
Think about that though. Detroit just put up 35.
Yeah. Well, their offense is – if Goff is good, their offense is good. They got DJ Chark, Amon St. Brown. Jamison Williams will come back at some point. Hawkinson. Their offensive line's good. Swift, Jamal Williams.
Yeah, they're good.
If Jared Goff is like the Andy Dalton line, the Vikings look really good. So they'll probably still come in third. But
Jefferson
there's certain
was real
divisions
good.
they would be fighting for a wild card spot in.
You guys said Cup over Jefferson.
We did say
Cub
Cup
did that
over
versus
Jefferson.
the Bills, though. Jefferson played the Packers.
Yeah, he played the healthy Jair Alexander too, though.
Jair wanted man coverage. They wouldn't let him.
Yeah,
So, that kind of pissed me off.
we got to get to week 2, but Jefferson is great, but he can't be
That's a good
so
number 2
great that
overall.
no one is
It was just wide open.
no one's near him.
It was ridiculous.
Like, I don't care what else is on a team. If someone has a guy like Justin Jefferson, just put 2 people on him at all times.
make old Thielen beat you.
Make
He's not going to be able to.
Or KJ Osborne.
the rest of your team play zone, but have Jair.
Well, it's tough because they have
Why you
Cook
paying
too.
Jair all that money if
They got Delvin Cook
he's going to
too,
be
so
checking KJ Osborne?
They try to stack the box probably.
But at this point, Justin Jefferson is the guy.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what happened though. Like the Packers were like, we have to stop Cook
No, they didn't have any like heavy boxes.
No,
they just played zone, and Jefferson just was always in the spot nobody was in. It was nuts.
He would just be behind the.
The Vikings coached a great game. They got that coach from the Rams.
Yeah, and they played it just like the Cup Rams. Like
they said last year, how could Cooper Kupp be open every play? That coach is somehow a genius. Like he must just know exactly where your defense is not going to be. Yeah. So Jefferson's probably going to be a triple crown this year now.
Well, now they got Jefferson moving around in like. I don't know what you call it, but like motioning, and it's not a sweep, but it kind of is. Mm-hmm. Like he motions and he's just in the flat and no one's there.
Like that 4th and goal touchdown to start the game was really nice.
Like how they did the same thing with Kupp last year. Jefferson's gonna be nuts.
The Vikings look good
because the Packers defense is good. Regardless of what happened that game, like the Packers defense is good. Like what's gonna happen when Jefferson plays a team that doesn't have Jair Alexander? Or, like, doesn't have a good front seven.
I wonder if Slay will man coverage him on Monday night.
Slay's small, though.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how
they their defense
Dude, their defense looked awful. Philly's defense looked terrible.
Yeah, it did.
It's crazy.
If you have Dalvin Cook next week, I mean, if you have Justin Jefferson, he's going to eat every week. If you have Dalvin Cook next week, he's probably going to score you 25 points.
Eagles home opener Monday night, though. They'll feed off that crowd.
That's true. Maybe it was just a bad game. They got a lot of rookies on that defense. Maybe
Detroit's that good, too.
They are. If Goff is nice, they are. But I want to, segue into week 2 with the Patriots.
Okay.
Because I was right. The Patriots are garbage.
You're not right yet.
I'm right.
It's 1 week. So the Packers and Rams suck, too.
No, because, listen, we know the Packers and Rams. We know Aaron Rodgers is a known commodity. We know Matt Stafford is a known commodity. They got Cooper Kupp. They lost to good teams. Miami's a good team, but the Patriots' offense looked atrocious.
They did last year versus them week 1.
Miami always plays them hard, though. Always.
I said it before the season started. I'm saying it after week 1. I know it's too early to just end the season for them, but I ended the season before it started for the Patriots. They looked horrible. I mean,
you're not wrong. It's just that it is just week 1. If they go to Pittsburgh and just beat Pittsburgh, they're fine with that 1-1 start.
I'm putting the Vegas thing makes me worried, but if it wasn't for that, I'd probably
TJ Watt's out too. He's losing your quarterback. He's the most important piece to that team.
He is, but their front seven's still good.
Yeah, I got Highsmith in fantasy, but
yeah, we should have talked about that IDP. This dude got fucking 35 points from a defensive end.
That wasn't Watt.
Yeah. No, I get it. Watt is enormous. You can't put into words how bad of a loss that is.
Mm-hmm. And if Najee's banged up, they're gonna shut the run game down. So now Trubisky's got to beat you. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna just say New England's dead. They looked horrible. They're definitely I was gonna talk about winners and losers of Week 1.
Yeah.
New England was gonna be one of my losers.
Oh yeah, we could do that before.
Because I can't believe how. It's okay to lose, but they looked horrible, like you said.
Yeah.
Kendrick Bourne played 2 snaps. One of them was a 41-yard catch. That was their biggest offensive play because Bill Belichick was mad at him for something. Bill Belichick needs to go. I'm sorry.
Me and Joe were telling that to Danny. That just because a coach is the greatest ever doesn't mean he's going to continue to be good. You look at Pop, my favorite coach of all time in the NBA. Sure, he snuck into the playoffs last year. The game is away from him, even though he helped create that 3-point shot. He doesn't get, obviously not the shot itself, but he doesn't get the credit that Steph Curry gets for doing that opening the floor stuff that he was doing back when they were playing the Heat, putting Boris Diaw out there shooting threes and shit to open stuff up. Before we get too much off topic, that is what Bill Belichick is. Bill Belichick, even if they sneak into the playoffs this year, they cannot win a Super Bowl with him. They can't win a Super Bowl with him. He just needs to go. And he's sitting.
Get no weapons.
No, he just wants to draft like it's fucking 2005 still.
Well, that's what I was telling Danny. I'm like, you guys drafted Cole Strange,
right?
You know what I mean? There was so many options. Well,
first of all, that dude had a second round grade, so you could have just drafted a receiver. Then
I think
still
he had a third round
grade.
grade. But yeah,
the Rams said they could have gotten him for 105.
Yeah, they were laughing at him. That shit was so funny.
Tyquan Thornton, who
that hurt them. He was an over the top guy.
But they put him in the second round for what? And it's you can do that when you have Tom Brady as your quarterback. Mm-hmm. If you just look at a guy like Cole Strange, he's he might not be great, but he's a great zone blocker.
Their biggest acquirement was Devontae Parker.
Devontae Parker's good.
Right?
Yeah.
That was their biggest acquirement, though.
He's good,
yeah.
but it doesn't matter because you have Mac Jones as your quarterback.
That's my point, though. There was so many.
You can't even blame Mac. He had Kendrick Bourne out there for one play, threw him a 45-yard beautiful play.
That's true.
How do you not have Kendrick Bourne on the field more?
That's true.
He's your only
Remember
guy that can
year?
take the top off the defense. You have Jacoby Myers and Parker can't.
No. But so the reason I'm saying that the Patriots dead is like there's like a lot of things, right? Like when the Packers suck week 1, it's fine. It's not fine, but like Aaron Rodgers is not going to let them suck
they do
that
it every
bad.
year.
And Matt LaFleur's a good coach. When you look at the Patriots and you're like, what is going to get them? What is going to make this week an aberration and not what it's going to be for the entire season? What can you look at for the Patriots? Ramondre Stevenson didn't look good. Damian Harris didn't look good.
They had to abandon the run early.
They did. Their offensive line didn't look good. So what do you look at on this team and you're like, it's okay because they're not going to do this every week?
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, we could be excited for the pieces Green Bay and the Rams have that they're going to bounce back. And you look at New England, you're like, well, they suck, so that's what's going to happen. But, I mean, you might be right. I'm not saying that, but I got to see a little bit more. I want to see them play the Steelers. Like, if they just somehow win 16-13, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
That's just how Belichick coaches. Like you said, they're not going to win a Super Bowl.
No.
They probably won't make the playoffs.
I don't think they can make the playoffs.
They
could have a winning record.
I don't think
though.
they're worse than the Jets. I still stand by that. Like, I think they'll be better than the Jets.
I think so because Flacco looked like shit and Zach Wilson looked like shit in the preseason, so I will take that take back. But if you gave the Jets like an Andy Dalton quarterback, they are a better team.
And Mac Jones got that sack fumble for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, that play crushes your confidence and momentum.
As much shit as I talk about Mac Jones, he's better than Joe Flacco. So, I mean, if you gave – like, I feel like outside of the quarterback, the Jets are better at everything. Their running game looked good. Garrett Wilson and Corey Davis both looked great. Elijah Moore made some plays. Their defense kind of got torched over the top, but we're good against the run. So
yeah, you're right. I mean, the Jets did – as bad as they got beat, they moved the ball a lot and then missed field goals, turnover on downs.
What was the ending score in the Patriots game?
20-7.
20-7.
So even as bad as they played, kind of like Green Bay, they played that bad and were kind of in the game up until their last turnover on
I'm just
downs.
trying to figure out why Miami fans were like, we want Buffalo. I'm just trying to figure it out.
It's not like they did anything
that's
special.
what I'm saying.
Like, they didn't look great.
Like the Patriots are
it.
bad. Yeah, but the Patriots were bad, and they only won by 13 points.
But you got to think the Dolphins are in their stage of building that we were 2 years ago. When we were like, we knew we weren't winning a Super Bowl 2 years ago, but we were like, we got dogs on this team. Like, we want anyone. Like, we want to show how good we are. That's where they are right now.
They're like,
I think
Buffalo.
the Dolphins are going to be pretty good this year.
Yeah, I like the Dolphins team a lot.
I said that.
But why call out Buffalo when you're going to Baltimore this week?
That's what
you got
I'm saying.
your hands full there. Like, relax.
They're about to get
Big
clapped.
trust is coming.
The thing is with Baltimore is they.
I'll bet you.
I know. I think they're gonna win.
I'll bet you now.
I love Baltimore's team, but the thing is, like, you take away a couple big plays from that game, and their offense did not look good.
They look horrible.
Lamar
and
looked
now
good,
they're
though.
going up against Byron Jones and Xavier Howard. They're not going up against the rookie Sauce Gardner who looked good certain
Oh my
times.
God, you know who's gonna clap this week? Mark Andrews.
Probably.
He's gonna go crazy.
So let's go to two. Let's just pick a couple games for week 2, and then we'll do a whole pick 'em.
Well, you guys want to do the winners losers of this week or no?
Yeah,
just really quickly.
For me, New England, and then I thought the NFC as a whole. I mean, you guys could still
For
use the
losers,
teams,
yeah.
but like the fact that the Rams, Packers, 49ers, Arizona.
Did you say the Panthers?
Yeah, even the Panthers, but I don't have expectation on them. Just all the teams that are supposed to be somewhat good, Dallas, like they all looked horrible.
Yeah.
And I see people online saying, well, yeah, the only teams that can make the Super Bowl in the NFC is Tampa and Philly. Why? Because they each won. Like, people are so
I hate when people
are
just
so
base it off
ridiculous,
week
but
one.
the NFC did look horrible
Yeah.
as far as what happened week 1.
Well, I came into this year thinking those were the only them and the Saints were the only 4 that
You guys
could
wanna hear my
possibly
winner?
make
What
it.
was your 4?
So my 2 were the Eagles and the Packers. Like, those are the 2 teams I think are just good.
Those dudes said the Bucks and the Eagles, though.
Yeah, I
They
know.
won.
And then I think the Bucks are.
Bucks gotta look. I don't know.
I'm telling you, the Bucks have problems.
Yeah, their O-line was
They
horrible.
have
They look-
problems,
Luckily, they were playing Dallas,
and they sucked.
And Dallas was so bad.
Having Brady gives them a break for how bad their O-line is because he
Yeah.
gets the ball out fast, he knows where to go with it. But that O-line sucks, and they have a lot of
Micah
injuries.
Parsons was back there almost every play.
So who are your winners, losers?
I'll just tell you my biggest winner. Well, the Bills, but
obviously.
Yeah,
we're
they
not even talking.
crushed.
The Chiefs, though.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's where I was going.
the Chiefs, they look good.
No matter who Mahomes threw the ball to.
Yeah.
Made Scantling look good. Make Juju look good a couple plays. Obviously, Kelsey was looking crazy. No matter where they went. I mean, the Cardinals suck, but that was just insane.
My other winner's the Giants, man.
Yeah, it was nice to get a nice road win into
They got
Dable's debut.
Yeah.
They looked good for
Saquon
Evan
looks
Daniel
crazy,
Jones.
like,
Yeah,
good.
Saquon carried them. Like, you don't see running backs win games like that.
Nah.
He literally won that game.
Yeah, it was crazy.
yeah,
But
so
the Chiefs is I think.
Who's your losers?
Denver.
Yeah, that was bad.
The Titans probably because they just lost at home to the Giants.
I thought the Titans sucked anyways for me personally.
Yeah.
But
My losers.
They snuck into the number 1 spot last year. That was crazy.
Well, they had a better team.
Yeah, that's
too,
true
though.
too.
Yeah. My losers are Tennessee. I mean, I get it. They lost some things, but they still thought they were going to be a playoff contender. And you lose to the Giants week 1 at home. And like Treylon Burks looked good for a couple plays, but they don't seem like now that Derrick Henry's just like is he going to get 100 yards or not kind of guy. They don't have a single difference maker on that team. Like if Derrick Henry doesn't get into full speed by like week 3-4,
the Bills are going to beat them like 41-10.
No, Derrick Henry's just going to run for 300 yards on us because he hates the Bills. I get it. He just kills the Bills.
Dude, we have a whole different team.
Yeah, I know. We're going to win. I'm not worried about it.
Do you know what the spread is? Do you know what the spread is, though?
Probably like 11 points.
It is. It's 10.
Okay. So they look terrible. They don't have a good future in my opinion. And then I just totally. Oh, the Cowboys. Even with Dak, they looked like
horrible, dude.
absolute garbage. Dak looked like a straight up bum. So people are going to be like, oh, they lost Dak. No. They were getting smoked in that – not smoked, but they were losing that game regardless.
They should have been getting smoked. Their defense was playing its ass off, holding them to 4 or 5 field goal attempts.
And their offense –
Mike McCarthy sucks.
Their offense looks so – yeah, Mike McCarthy needs to go. The fact that they hired him is ridiculous. Yeah. I was listening to a podcast earlier, like, what does Mike McCarthy do? He's like, he doesn't call the offensive plays. He doesn't call the defensive plays, and they're the least disciplined team in the league. Like, what is he there for?
He's just collecting a nice fat check.
Yeah.
Big joint, too.
Yeah.
Let me come coach there. Fuck it.
My winners, though, even though they lost Detroit, their team looks great. And if they grab a quarterback in this draft, like they have one of the brightest futures in the NFL. Like I want them.
Detroit. Oh my god.
They're in your division, so I know you don't want to, but like I want to see them.
I respect Detroit though.
Yeah, but I want to see them
like
do
not
good.
a rival to us. They're like our little brother. I root for them.
But they will.
Than the Bears and Vikings.
I mean, you sound like the Patriots about the Bills 4 years ago. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like you guys always hated each other though.
No, I never. The Bills never cared about the Patriots until they just started clapping our shit for a decade straight. That's fair,
because I guess since like I've been a fan of football, the Patriots like kind of just dominated that whole division.
Yeah,
and it seemed like the Dolphins and Patriots had a rival because the Dolphins would sneak some wins in there.
Well, the Dolphins was our biggest rival forever.
Probably still. I mean,
it still is.
Probably still is. Yeah.
But so the Lions, even though they lost, I really think that they're like their future is really bright. If they get a guy like. They're not going to be the worst team in the league, so I don't know who they're going to be able to grab. But say they get C.J. Stroud and he just breaks the Ohio State curse. Bryce Young's going to go number 1.
No, he's saying they won't be able to pick high enough.
Like if they just get a good quarterback, I mean the sky's the limit for them. I mean they have so many weapons. Monte Brown looks better than people even thought he was.
Who's going to have the number 1 pick? Why can't Detroit have?
My other loser, Jacksonville. I mean they
wouldn't take Bryce Young though.
No, they wouldn't. But what I'm saying is just like everything they did. And they still look like shit. I mean, you got beat by the Carson Wentz led Commanders. Like,
that's bad. And he just carved your shit.
And you know what? The Commanders, for all the shit we talk, did everything that the Jags should have done. They went and drafted Jahan Dotson, who had the best hands in the draft, who's a better wide receiver than everyone on the Jags, other than Kirk maybe.
Yeah, he crushed.
Kirk had a good game. Their offensive line looked terrible. They couldn't, like, James Robinson got a couple scores and shit, but their running game doesn't look sustainable at all. For Etienne Etienne didn't look that bad. He had that one fumble, but it doesn't look like they can keep anything going with Etienne or Robinson with that offensive line. I just think they're going to be one of the worst teams in the league again. Their defense was supposed to actually be good and got torched by Carson Wentz.
Seattle and the Bears still suck. I know they got huge wins, good for them. The Bears won in a rainstorm that would. If they played another game on a
Trey Lance about to cook.
Yeah,
Seattle.
If it was good weather, San Fran will crush them.
Yeah,
but again, people are just saying Trey Lance sucks, San Fran sucks. Like, dude, they played in a fucking
without Kittle, without Mitchell for half the game.
Bro. You couldn't do nothing in that game.
Remember the dude?
Yeah, Justin Fields slides across the field perfectly and shit.
Yeah. Oh, that was Fields.
Yeah, that was Fields.
Oh shit.
You know another winner, real quick, AJ Brown.
Oh
sure.
yeah.
A lot of I know Steve and a few other people were upset he went to the Eagles. For fantasy, but it's dude, Tannehill. It's not that Tannehill sucks, but he doesn't throw to his number 1. He likes to throw to tight ends and fullbacks and Westbrook and Klein or whatever. Jalen Hurts didn't even get Smith a ball. He's like, I got AJ Brown.
But Hurts last year,
I love AJ Brown.
Hurts last year wasn't like that though. Like you thought
Smith ain't AJ Brown's a fucking monster, dude.
AJ Brown's probably, other than Chase, is probably my favorite wide receiver in the league.
Yeah, I'm sick. I don't have
and Diggs obviously, but All right, so let's go to week 2. What are we're not going to go through every game, but what are the big games other than the Bills, obviously, and the Packers? What are the games that you guys actually are looking at? We already said the Patriots and Steelers because we have to see what are the Patriots going to do.
I'm really excited for Chargers Chiefs, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Thursday game, which kind of sucks for the players to know who's the better team coming on short rest and stuff like that. But that should be a shootout. I'm really excited for.
The Chargers Chiefs I want to watch, obviously.
Yeah, we will at Mark's.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I like how he said it.
I'm excited for that game. Yeah, it's gonna be such a good game, man.
Does anyone know where it's going to be on TV? I would really like to.
I'd really like to view
I
it.
don't want to listen to it on the radio.
Bucks and Saints
I was
is
just
always
saying
fun.
the
Yeah,
Saints,
the Bucs
Brady
Saints.
can never
That's
beat
my
them.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite game. I can't wait for Michael Thomas to get 150
There's
yards.
some shitty matchups this week.
Yeah.
The Bengals Cowboys would have been fun, and it was a 2.5 point spread. Now it's 8.
You know what's gonna be fun? Panthers Giants.
No, Panthers.
That shit is gonna be
Commanders
fun to watch.
Lions.
Commanders Lions.
What
will
a
be
game that's gonna.
That's
be.
gonna
Oh
be
my
fun.
God, Hard Knocks.
That's gonna be fun.
Hard man.
Hard man.
No, I think
games suck.
Commanders Liners will be good.
Oh, Eagles Vikings, the
That'll be
second Monday
fun.
night game. That's probably the best game this week. Two teams that are feeling real good about themselves. One of them is going 2-0. I'm hoping it's the Eagles.
The Eagles only -2.5.
Well, the Vikings just smacked Green Bay. What do you think they're going to be?
Philly just smacked
No, they
shit.
barely beat Detroit.
They smacked them.
Green Bay -9.5, man. That's a lock.
That's my survivor pick.
The Raiders are -6 now. They won. It opened at 3.5. That shit's 6.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, Raiders about to easily win 9 games this year.
They might win 5.
That Panthers Giants game
+4.
might be the worst football game of all
What
time.
is it?
The Panthers Giants game.
This is gonna be a good game. They
If
both
Barkley,
suck. When two teams suck, it's usually a good game.
No, but if Barkley doesn't make 150 entertaining plays, there's gonna be 0 entertainment value in
McCaffrey.
that game.
Oh, it's Barkley McCaffrey?
That's why I said that.
That's fun.
But McCaffrey.
See, now it's fun. Thank
no,
you.
it's not.
Dude,
Bro.
Barkley McCaffrey sounds mad fun.
With how Baker, it's going to be 37 run attempts on each side. With how Baker and Daniel Jones looked, it's going to be
Daniel Jones didn't look bad. No, he really didn't. I mean, stat-wise, I didn't watch the game enough to say that, but
No, I watched the game.
box
watch the
score
game.
wise,
I
he
watched
didn't
the
look
You
game.
did not watch
I
the
did
game.
watch
You
the
didn't
game.
watch the game.
He looked like shit. He always
didn't
looks
look
like
that
shit.
bad.
17 out of 21.
He threw 21 passes.
188 yards.
What does
2
that say?
touchdowns.
That's
He
a
got sacked 5 times.
That is a Trent Dilfer 2000 stat
He
line.
did have 2 turnovers, and Barkley carried them.
Yes.
But 17 to 21, he was trying to be smart with the ball.
Daniel Jones is the most boring player in the entirety of the NFL.
Yeah, he
And,
does
and
suck.
Baker Mayfield will be
No,
in the same list with him if he keeps playing how he did last. He better play like he did in the
Baker
second
sucks.
half. Yeah, I'm mad
Baker's
about it
real
because I
bad.
got DJ Moore everywhere too.
Yeah, he'll get the ball this week though.
You know what game's going to absolutely suck? And, it should be blacked out everywhere? Is the Jets and Browns. You shouldn't even be allowed to watch that in
dude.
Cleveland, New York, anywhere. It should
No.
just be off TV.
No, they should put that if there's a high school game on, maybe you should be they should put it over that.
They
Yeah,
should
play
play
an
like a
old game.
college game. They should save it for Sunday and put it in that spot.
Play an old game of when those teams might have been good.
Right.
Yeah, 1967. When were they both good?
Was the Jets ever good?
Yeah.
When?
Not really.
Super Bowl, 4?
They're one of the worst. If
Super
they didn't
Bowl
win
what?
that, they're one of the worst franchises in
Joe
history.
Namath, guaranteed he was going to win the Super Bowl or whatever and did.
I think they have a bottom 5 winning percentage. If they didn't have that Super Bowl, they would be by far the worst franchise in NFL.
Even worse than Cleveland?
I looked it up a while ago. They might have the second worst, but it's bad.
Yeah,
And
Cleveland's horrible.
Cleveland technically hasn't been around for a while
That's true.
because they've only been around since 99
I'm not sure.
because the Ravens left and the Colts left.
Well, who was the Browns before?
The Ravens.
Okay.
Then they moved to Baltimore in the night or something. No, that was the Colts. The Colts. I don't know. It's all.
The Baltimore Colts.
It was the Baltimore Colts.
Yeah,
It was the Cleveland Colts or Cleveland. Huh?
The Browns were around and then
They moved to Baltimore and they became the Ravens.
and then they came back. That's
And
what-
then
how it happened?
they added another team and it became the Browns again. I don't know. They shouldn't have.
The Brown. This is the second try of the Browns.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we get into pick 'em?
No, I think
All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna start adding a weekly pick 'em. We obviously didn't do it for week 1. We skipped last week to get stuff ready for this new studio. So we're gonna start from week 2. We're gonna follow all of our records. You guys want to put some money on it?
yeah, let's do it.
$50 each. Whoever gets the best record by the end of the season gets the $150.
Okay.
All right.
$100 profit.
Yeah, whatever.
That sounds good.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go through each game from week 2, and we'll do this every single week to end the episode.
We writing our picks down? Or are we gonna come back to the episode?
If you guys want to
That's
run,
gonna be tough to figure out.
you know what so after for this episode,
We should just put $1 on it.
no,
Like bet it, and then screenshot it.
no, you don't even have to. I have an app for a pick'em, and we could just start the pick'em league and just have us 3 in there.
Oh, that's perfect.
Well, this week we'll write it down like the 1800s, and then next week we'll have that.
Okay.
All right. So I'll just go through the games, and you tell me who you think's gonna win. Chiefs, Chargers.
No spreads?
No spreads.
No spreads.
No spreads.
Spreads?
No spreads.
No spreads.
No spreads.
I'm going to say Kansas City.
I'll take the Chiefs as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chiefs. Mahomes look crazy.
I'm gonna go Chargers now. I'm
You wanna- okay.
No, I'm going Chiefs.
Patriots, Steelers.
Patriots.
I'm going Steelers, man.
Dude, I know I talked so much shit about the Patriots this episode, but like that is the game I feel like they're gonna win.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'll go Patriots.
I'll go Steelers.
16-13.
Yeah, something horrible.
Yeah.
21-7 Steelers.
You think so?
Maybe.
Okay.
I just don't. I'll tell you why
This
though, real
game's so
quick.
bad.
As much as the spread says Patriots, I just don't see how they're going to be able to score on the Pittsburgh's defense. I understand.
None of them are. No one's gonna score.
How's Pittsburgh going to score? New England shut down Dolphins, who you would think would have a better offense.
I
Hey,
guess,
what was it? 20-7?
And they only scored 13 on offense.
Wow.
One was a 4th and 7 that Waddle scored a 50-yard touchdown, which is great, but
Talking about we want
should have been a
Buffalo.
fucking punt or like a turnover on downs.
I'm going Steelers though.
Yeah. Okay. Panthers, Giants. Fuck,
Giants, man.
so bad. I'm going Panthers. I just maybe
I'm rocking with Saquon.
I have to have some faith in Baker. The way he played in the second half, maybe that's gonna be like what it is. I don't know. But
Giants
yeah,
are at home.
yeah, Giants are at home.
What's the spread in that game?
I have no
Probably
idea.
2.5.
It's probably like -1.
I'll look right now.
I'll take the Panthers.
Giants are -2.5.
Jets, Browns. Browns are home. I'm taking the Browns.
Browns.
Colts, Jags.
Colts.
Taking the Jags, man. Colts haven't won in Jacksonville in like 8
got 'em
years.
on that one, Joey. We got him there, Joey.
Woo! That's what you guys said. That's what at least Joe said last year. I won $200 on that game.
Oh, shit.
We're happy for you.
Thanks, man.
You're
I
gonna win
lost it
nothing
all,
on
so.
this time. Bet it, man. Make sure you put your money on it this year.
I'm gonna. Until they lose, man. They got to prove me something. Ravens, Dolphins.
Ravens.
Ravens are home?
Yeah.
I'll ride Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm going Baltimore. Bucks, Saints.
I'm going Saints.
I'm going to go Bucks.
I'm going Saints.
Thank God.
Commanders, Lions.
I'm gonna go Lions.
Lions are home again?
Yeah.
2 home games in a row for them, huh? I'll go Lions.
Lions. All right, we need to start disagreeing. Seahawks, 49ers. Joe, you have to pick the Seahawks.
I
so-
can't. I
No,
They're
that's
gonna
your
make
team.
the playoffs, you're
Lance.
right.
That's your team.
Trey Lance time.
That's your team,
San
man.
Fran.
Can't.
San Fran by
49ers.
a lot.
Yeah, San Fran. Falcons, Rams.
Come
Rams.
on, man.
Rams.
These are easy.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Now it's not going to be like this.
I know. Mariota's going to throw for
Atlanta's gonna
450.
win,
Yeah. Kyle Pitts is going to get like 200 yards, hopefully. Cardinals, Raiders.
Sadly.
Raiders. Texans, Broncos. Broncos.
It's an easy week.
That's why I said there's a lot of bad games this
Yeah.
week.
Bengals, Cowboys.
Now Cincy for sure. Well, that's a
After
loser of
coming
week
up-
1, too. We didn't talk about
Oh yeah.
AFC champions at home lose to the Steelers.
I think that's kind of an overreaction. I think like,
An overreaction.
yeah, I mean, the Steelers and Bengals are always going to be a tough game.
Hold on though.
Yeah, but it was their time
Hold
to
on.
finally be the Steelers' daddy. Like, the Steelers been beating them for years.
But the
AFC
Steelers have a
champs.
great team, though.
I understand. They're
They
the AFC
upgraded
champs.
their line.
Yeah, I think they're still going to be a good team.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's a disappointing. I still think Green Bay's going to be great, but I'm disappointed that they just got smoked.
They were
by
a
division
loser of
rival.
week
Like,
one.
They didn't get smoked. They went to OT.
Since he was a loser
And
of week
the
one.
only reason they lost is because McPherson missed the field goal.
I
Cincinnati.
don't know, since I
Yeah,
felt like
they're
the
a
refs
loser
tried-
because
But
they
then
lost
only
the
reason-
game.
But then Boswell missed a field goal. It's
the
saying
refs
same
tried
thing.
dragging Cincinnati
Yeah,
to the
that's
playoffs.
right.
Sorry, to the win.
to the win, and they couldn't even do that.
I get it. I'm just not worried about
Cincinnati-
them.
No, I'm not worried about them. It's
Since
just
they
were a
lost
loser
week one.
I'm not worried about the Rams, but they got their ass whooped. They dropped the Super Bowl banner and then dropped their pants, and the Bills just smoked it.
All right, Bengals, Cowboys. What are you guys picking?
Bengals.
If Bengals better win by 20.
If the Bengals lose, we'll be on here next week talking about that's the disappointment.
If
the
they
year.
don't win by 20, I'm gonna be in here like, okay, I was wrong. Bears, Packers. Bears for sure. Packers.
Packers easily.
Bills, Titans.
Bills easily.
All right, this is the only like hard decision. Vikings, Eagles.
Fly Eagles fly.
I'm rocking with Jetta Vikings.
Oh man, I really don't know.
I'm rocking
man.
with my
That's
boy, man.
That's a tough game.
That is
The
a
best
tough
games
game.
are Thursday and then the last Monday.
Just the way the Eagles' run defense looked, and now they got to go up against Cook and Jefferson. Like,
Yeah.
And Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. My heart wants to say the Eagles because I need them to win that division to make some money.
Let me
but
get this one up on you guys.
No, I think the Vikings got it.
Nah, go Eagles.
I think the Vikings got it.
Vikings?
Oh, yeah.
Thank God.
It is their home openers. Oh, that's a tough one.
No,
man.
I like when I have easy wins on you guys, so I get this 100, and this is one of them.
What's the spread on that game?
Eagles favored by 2.5.
Yeah, I'm going Vikings.
Or
Yeah.
Vikings.
Eagles are home,
Eagles are home by 2.5.
and the Vikings are supposed to be better.
Vikings are going to have 300.
Vikings by 30.
Kirk Cousins on the road is one of my favorite things to watch. I love it.
Is he bad on the road?
I don't know, just zooming.
Do you guys
Like
let's go through the TrapNerd fantasy matchup too, and then we'll get out of here for week 2.
I'm playing a team called He Fucked Her.
I'm playing a team it burns when I pee.
Yeah, this is the worst part. I'm projected to lose to a team that is half auto drafted. Because
Wait, can I tell you guys something?
no, because this is his team's
No, I have
nice
to tell you
though.
something. Let me say something.
Huh?
I'm projected to beat this team by 70.
Oh, you're playing the worst team in the league. You got
But
the easiest.
70?
You got the 2 easiest teams in the league.
70.
But Seth's team's actually nice. Like he didn't even draft this. This is what auto drafted for.
Wait,
him.
your quarterback's Ryan Tannehill?
Yeah, well, Dak. I had Dak.
Oh, you got to pick somebody up, boy.
Well, I'm trying.
Mariota.
All right.
So Josh Allen, James Conner, Antonio Gibson, A.J. Brown, Adam Thielen, Mark Andrews, Miles Sanders. Renfro sucked. Freiermuth, and then Tucker. And then his defense is actually pretty nice. I'm going to beat him, though. That's all right. Who should I start?
Dude, your team sucks.
My team does not
You
suck.
have Tannehill and Henry versus the Bills. that sounds horrible.
I don't want Tannehill, bro. My quarterback got hurt.
Fant, who I was big on with you, and he looked horrible. They were throwing to every other fucking tight end. That pissed me off.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose. All right, whatever. I'm going to go 0-16 in this league.
Dude, we really got to carry this.
Yeah.
Shout out X, we really need you, because this guy fucking stinks.
You guys are going to be sick when I have better records than you
I
guys.
believe in you, man. I mean, you're going to lose to a computer.
Your team sucks.
You going over yours, Joe?
Yeah, we don't have to.
Let's hear it.
All right.
My team's projected to score 20 more than X's. You better respect my name, dude.
Dude, you got to get a. Who you going for?
I'm actually projected to be 3rd highest points.
Oh, you're just facing a really good team?
I got Trey Lance versus Justin Herbert.
4th highest points.
Are we going over the whole lineup?
No, we're not going to do that.
Just go over what you think's going to happen. Or just go over who you're facing. Like
I'm
his
facing
team.
it
Who
burns
did
when I
you
pee.
pay to get Matt and then Carmen weeks 1 and 2? That's who. That's what I want to know.
Contacted Sleeper.
Yeah.
No, I contacted us.
I randomized the schedule. How did you end up with that?
Hey, man.
I ended up with fucking Tank.
I got Singletary as my second back, though. My team sucks.
Singletary was actually nice, though,
Yeah,
and
he
they
got
just
8.
stopped giving him the ball again.
Oh, you got to get a kicker, Joe. I don't think Bucker's going to play.
Didn't he come back in the game and play?
He did, but he didn't have to run and kick. It was weird. He stood there and just knocked the shit 54 yards, but he can't do all the other things he needs to do.
All right, I will.
They just brought in a practice squad.
Did they?
Mhm.
I'll probably just scoop whoever that is then.
So you're facing Herbert. You want to go over this or you want
Yeah,
to
we
do it?
can. You do it.
Herbert, Akers, Hilaire, Lamb, London, Pitts, Hockenson, Burks, Garrett Wilson. This team's. I'm sorry, whoever this is. No disrespect. This team fucking sucks.
That's the full auto draft team. That's the worst team I've ever seen.
I'm
Yeah.
projected to
He's
beat
got
them by
Parsons.
70.
Yeah, you should smoke him.
70.
Who's predicting the most this week? Me. Thank God. All right, so I'm playing. He fucked her. Tom Brady, Eckler, Delvin Cook, Keenan Allen, which is nice because he shouldn't play. Mooney, Waller, Lockett, who sucks. Woods sucks. Lazard if he's back. Who's he got on his bench? Dobbins maybe will play. Oh, this dude's dead. This dude can't beat me. If he beats me, then I don't even know what to say.
I don't have to carry both.
Dude, he has Keenan Allen. I have Mike Williams. So not only does he lose Keenan Allen, but he upgrades my Mike Williams.
Nah, Harry's low-key. They're low-key going to win this league with the most boring team of all time.
I have Hopkins,
swear to
too,
God.
don't forget. I'm
Yeah,
doing this
yeah,
with
you're-
Hopkins just chilling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're going to win the league. You got the best team. You and Tank.
you.
It's going to be you and Tank in the
Thank you.
in the finals. You got a
It
great
means a
team.
lot
I'm
coming
not
from
talking
Duke,
shit,
for real,
but
you know.
yeah.
means a lot.
Yo, for some
Well,
reason,
the-
in
Harry's-
every league that Duke's in with me, he'd be like, "Yo, your team's good, but you're not gonna
Shit's
make
not
it."
good
And
enough,
I've
buddy.
won every league I'm in with him so
You
far.
won one league. It's
And
been one. You can't
I
say,
said every league because it's the only one I was ever in with you.
you can't
so
say
I
every.
won it.
You can't say every.
Yeah, why can't I?
Okay. You won one
Why-
out of one. I'm happy
and
for
how many
you.
leagues were we in last year?
Okay. all right.
No. How many leagues?
One. I got it.
And who won it?
But you act like I'm being a hater.
You are, because it'd be like, "Yo, your team's good, but you can't win it." And
Look at my
you've
dad's-
done nothing but see me win.
Look at my dad's team. Look at Jordan's team. Look at Harry's team. Look, I'm not being a hater. I just don't think you have the best team. You can win it.
Oh, I'm
if
going
you're
to
gonna
win
make it
it.
the playoffs and Harry has a bad week, sure you could beat him. Luck happens all the time. I just think Harry and Tank have the best teams. Anything else? Or you wanna complain? You got any more complaints,
Your team
questions.
sucks. We'll just have to
My
drag
team
you.
don't. My team.
You want to talk about? You
We'll
want to
go
talk
out-
about my team? You
All
would
right.
never beat me.
All right, you want to go off week 1? Let's go.
Week 1 overreactions.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
I'm making the playoffs.
You
That's
had
all I
Dak,
know.
you said, though?
Yeah.
Man, you got to get somebody better than Tannehill, though.
Yeah, Dak's a bum.
Him and Tannehill and Henry versus the Bills sounds so bad for you, though.
That's just 1 week.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Henry
They're
kills
going
them.
0-2.
I don't want
bad.
this. I would rather go 0-2 than for Henry to go off, but Henry just kills the Bills.
What quarterback's on the waiver wire?
None.
Like, not Mariota?
Like
Mariota's
maybe, I think
definitely-
I
Mariota.
mean, I don't like Mariota versus the Rams, but at least he can get you some rushing stats.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll figure it out, man.
I
Don't
believe
worry
in
about
you.
me.
I believe in you.
I'll make the playoffs. All right.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
we'll see.
All right.
What are
Anything
you,
else?
0-2 to start?
No, I'm beating Seth.
Oh, okay.
I play him in 2 leagues this week. Shout out Seth.
Damn, he's about to beat you twice.
No, I'm about to smoke him in the other league. All right. Anything else?
I think that's good.
All right. Well, thank you, Moranto. It was a great
Thank you,
first
sir.
week in the Emerge Studios.
Yeah, I like this shit.
We'll be
it was
back
fun.
here every week. Yeah, check us out Spotify. We'll be on YouTube now. Anywhere you get your podcasts, really. TrapNerd Sports Podcast, TrapNerd Podcast, TrapNerd Creations, all that good stuff. Oh, TrapNerd Gaming. Just go follow everything. Thank you, guys.
Peace.
Later.